Well, parents, thank you so much for showing up again. You guys are incredible. I know that it takes a lot to be here multiple days, and so thank you so much for taking the time. It is my honor to give you all that I can to make this really, really worth your while.
A lot to be here.
So here we are. Let me know who's attending by putting a heart emoji or dropping just a comment about hello, something like that. Today we are at day 3, and we're going to be talking about the best question to ask to end the daily battles. And the first thing I want to ask before we dive into this best question to end daily battles is, what have you experienced so far? One mama was messaging me yesterday and saying that she was able to feel more calm and just no frustration throughout the day yesterday using the tool that we were talking about of when-thens. Another mom messaged and said, oh my gosh, I just found myself able to have a better bedtime. Like, we've been battling this for months. We did the 4 checks and it was amazing. Another mama said, I'm feeling more confident. Like, it feels good to be starting to have a plan, having awareness that I'm kind of a piece of this and I can do some things differently. So give me a word. Is it calm? Have you been feeling more calm? Have you been feeling more confidence, more joy, more ease? What have you experienced so far this week? Stephanie says patient. Awesome. Wonderful. So let's talk about the best question to end daily battles. Christy says confidence. Awesome. So you started this week on Monday identifying the key things that are keeping you from feeling more calm and confidence. One of those key errors, parenting from the neck up, ping pong parenting, or asking the wrong questions, being stuck with, why are you doing this? Why can't you be different? You realized, oh my gosh, yeah, of course that hasn't been effective, because each of those strategies is not really aligned with what is most efficient and effective in connecting to our children's needs and being able to have what I call like compassionate power as a parent, that kindness and firmness at the same time. And so in order to parent smarter, not harder, then we talked yesterday about the keys, some beginning strategies to be able to see what it's like to save yourself time when you put that time and invest it in the right place. So it's not about having new parenting strategies that are just one more thing on your plate, like, oh my gosh, one more thing to do, make me feel guilty that I'm not doing good enough. It's an aha many parents have said from day 2 that if I do these types of things that are clear, simple, strategic, they take stress off my plate. And so it's totally worth spending my time and energy learning those and using those. Today, the best question to ask in order to end the daily battles. Your handout, it says, instead of the question that you maybe were asking before, instead of asking, when are they ever going to change? That's the blank in your handout I want you to fill in. Instead of staying stuck asking, when are they ever going to change? 2-year-old, 6-year-old, 9-year-old. Friends, I want you to think about asking the question, where do I want to spend my time and energy differently? This is the best question to ask to end the daily battles. Because as one quote that I've shared with my clients before says, our kids are not going to end their power struggles because they magically one day decide to behave differently. They're going to end the daily battles when we decide to behave differently. So where do we want to spend our energy? Do we want to spend it continuing to lecture when they're not hearing us? Do we want to spend it like grabbing a tool over here, grabbing over there, and then the kid's like, wait, what? I don't know. Well, some days you're validating me, sometimes you're threatening me. I don't know how to make sense of this. So I just choose whatever I want. Or, you just seem so mad at me that I don't know how to behave different. You're not helping me build ways to manage my emotions or build problem solving skills or build critical thinking and conflict mediation and all those things. So friends, the question I want you to be asking instead of when are they going to change is, where do I want to start spending my time and energy differently? And you have an incredible opportunity. You can decide today that I don't want to waste my time falling back on all of those old habits. I want to start taking new action so I can see those new results. You can do that. You can do that today, no matter how busy your life is. I'm the youngest of 3 kids raised by a single mama, and I know she used these skills. She used her time in the most effective way possible. That's part of what she taught me. And when people end up in those traps of not spending their energy differently, friends, I just have to tell you today, it can lead to some really bummer results. Like, I haven't told you all of my story of how I ended up in this work with sustainable parenting, but part of it is that I was a counselor with kids 8 and older, and I saw incredible things that were really heartbreaking. Kids coming in feeling suicidal, broken relationships where the child was struggling and the parent was like, I don't know why he doesn't come to me with his problems. She doesn't want to have me help her. So they're having to take time and energy out, leaving work, leaving school to take a kid to a therapist to try to fix what the relationship isn't able to improve. And I said, I don't want that to be the case. I want to move upstream, help kids, and by helping the parents of 0 to 10-year-olds to form positive relationships, to be able to help them grow their emotion management skills, their cooperation, the good habits, so that they're a team as they move forward. So those parents feel like they can be the best support to their children. And that's why I do the work that I do in sustainable parenting. In your handout, it says, will you scrape your driveway now? And I know it takes effort to stop in this moment right now and decide to make a different choice for yourself, like not to stay on those old habits. It takes effort to shift things that have been just a part of your life's background or habits you formed over the last 3 or 5 years. It does. But you have a choice. Are you going to spend the harder energy now, or do you want to spend it later when the consequences are bigger, where you have to take that time out of school or work to try to help your child? It's like scraping your driveway here in Montana. So I'm from California. Kind of hate to say that to the Montanans, but I promise I came here because I fell in love with the Montanan, and that's what brought me here. But in this place, when it snows, and sometimes it'll snow twice a day, you have to plow it. The rules are you have to plow at least the sidewalk, and also you usually want to plow your driveway. If you don't plow your driveway and you get lazy and you're like, I don't want to do it, maybe it'll melt and get warm tomorrow and I won't have had to worry about it. Sometimes that works. And sometimes it ends up that it gets a little warm and then the temperature drops and you get this layer of ice that then when your car drives over it, it solidifies and packs it down. And then the next time it snows, not only are you battling that snow, but you're battling the thick ice tracks that you laid down because you weren't willing to do the work when it was going to be easiest. So friend, do you want to do that in your life? Do you want to say, I don't know, I'm just trying to get through the day. Like, we'll just fingers crossed, he'll outgrow this stuff. It'll get better. Or are you realizing, I don't want to roll that dice. I don't want to end up in a situation where they're having trouble at school, they're losing out on opportunities with friends because those friends don't want them over with those types of behaviors, where our relationships feeling so broken that they don't come to me for help and support. Do you want to risk that, or do you want to put the effort in and scrape your driveway now? Because friends, 0 to 10 is the most power-packed time to make a difference in your child's life, in their personality, in the makeup of how they understand to manage their emotions, to solve problems, to be productive in life. We know from psych research, 0 to 10 is the most powerful time to make that difference. So you're in that place with the soft snow just fell where you can do this and have it get easier over time, not harder. Some places where it got harder that I've seen, I had parents bring their kids to me, like a pediatrician who was wonderful, wonderful person, and they had an intelligent child. But here was their junior high child sitting in front of me, like having suicidal thoughts because they didn't have the emotion management skills to know it was okay to feel something and how to work through that. Parents had kind of just thought it would work out because he was so intelligent. It didn't. Another family friend of ours just had their 18-year-old daughter come home from college because her anxiety was so severe that she couldn't succeed in her freshman year. She had to come home, started living at home, has not gone back to college this entire year because of how anxiety riddled her. And she wasn't a person that was really struggling with anxiety. She just had never really built any struggle muscles. The parents always were on pins and needles to fix things for her and make sure that things weren't going to upset her and that she was happy. And then when she hit the real world and life didn't treat her that way, she crumbled. And now they're looking there going, we kind of missed the boat. Now she's 18 living in our basement, and how do we get this better? It's heartbreaking. So friends, will you scrape your driveway now? I want you to look at the list in your handout. It says, when I think of the road I'm on, I realize, and I want you to think about, what do you see when you think of the 25-year-old that you want to meet up with for lunch or have come home for Christmas break? What do you, meeting their future spouse, what character traits do you hope are in that person? Can you write some down in the comments here? Sarah says confident. Yes. What do you want for your child when they are coming home at 25? What character traits? A lot of people say respectful, responsible, fun to be around, creative, generous, happy, successful. Stephanie says fulfilled. Yeah. Cassie says resilient. Oh, such a key word that many of our young people are not having right now. Yep. So will you scrape your driveway now? In order to get to those things, what do you think is required? Next on your handout says, when I think of where I want to be, it's going to require what do you realize you're missing? Is it commitment? Is it like finally stopping yourself and saying you're gonna make a change? Then let's do it. Then I would be so glad if what you get most out of this workshop is that you today make a decision that you're going to go a new road, that you are going to go a new road, to not just like crossing your fingers to think all those qualities are going to get built over time magically, but that you want to be as fully equipped as possible, whatever it's going to take to get your child to those qualities. If that's something you're feeling today, say committed, Would you write the word? Let's like have this be a moment for you to step up and own it and be able, whether you're watching this live or the replay, like say it right now. Don't allow yourself to wait another day or week, like, oh, I got to think about it. No, if you know this is a problem and you know the dream you have for your kids and you know you're ready to have yourself have what you've been missing in order to get them there, commit to it right now. Several people are writing committed here in our Zoom group. Awesome. Way to go. I want to just applaud you. So friend, what are you going to need to get there? I want to offer you an opportunity that if you, I'm going to close this as my husband's coming home for lunch. Friends, if you would like support to get there, I want to invite you to work with me in a mentorship. I have several levels, that different time commitments, different financial investments, but the biggest way that people really create change is my 4-month mentorship. And I want to tell you some key things about it and what you would get out of it in order to decide if that's something you'd like to do. So this mentorship is something that I help parents to be able to get that full, clear, succinct package of how to be able to have sustainable ways to stay calm and confident in building your child up in the way that you want. And it's had a 96% success rate. And right now I had so many people join last month that I actually only have 5 spots open this month. So if you have been having that pull on your heartstrings that you would like support and you want to explore what that includes, maybe you want to be one of those 5 spots. I've been putting the link right now into the comments and just click it. Let's schedule a clarity call. This is a really easy way. We'll get on the phone and talk through what you would get out of the mentorship support. And really there's 3 key ways that I see it helping people. The mentorship that I do with people is doable, it's supportive, and it gets you there faster and easier. First off, it's doable. All of my mentorship material is broken into 5 to 15 minute self-paced videos because I know parents like you are busy. You don't have time to waste. You need strategies that can work within your busy life. You need support that works within your busy life. And then we have evening group coaching calls that are also the way that many families are like, yes, I can do this over Zoom. I can finally connect to support, and I have other parents there that help me. And that's the part too, that it's supportive. The community gives you a space to feel accountable and validated so that you know that you're in this journey with other parents that also are struggling and that are also growing and starting to have new results with new actions. That really helps the change and to keep you motivated. And the third piece, that gets you there faster and easier. Like I said, I used to work with families one-on-one. I used to work as a counselor, and I worked with families, I'm not joking, many times for 2 to 3 years to get the results that I'm now regularly seeing families get in just the 4-month program. So if this is something that you would love to have, let's jump on that call. I'm going to put in here the clarity call link, and let's get on a call to discuss how it can help get you there. And if anyone here knows already, like, yes, I totally want to do this, you're ready for transformation, would you write the word transformation in the comments so that I know to be looking for you scheduling your clarity call? Or if you have any trouble, and I'll reach out to you and make sure that you have what you need to make that call happen. Yes, Christy is ready. Yes, awesome. Yes. All right, friends, thank you for taking the time. Thank you for making a commitment to your family, to making change happen. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Yes, Stephanie is ready as well. Awesome. All right, talk soon.